Welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we are going to be installing our rear backup camera that we got with our Fbinse head unit and our 2007 GMC Yukon. The wiring portion to this seems like it should be pretty simple. Seems like you just give the camera power and ground, and you get power from your reverse light. This is the camera here. So yeah, you get a long wire to get us from the back of the Yukon all the way to the head unit. So we have our camera here, and you'll see here it has these two connectors, a yellow one and a red one. The yellow connector, which is the bundle wire that goes up to your head unit, this connects to here. And then this other harness that comes in the package gets connected onto the red side, like that. And then now this gets power and ground. And this also gets power from your rear reverse light. So we're going to go outside and get some stuff taken apart on the Yukon so we can run some wiring, and we're going to get this started. We will be mounting our camera in this little square here right above our license plate. We are going to remove this so we can see what it looks like behind here, and we are going to have to run our wiring through here, and we're going to run it through above our headliner all along the edges way over there, along down the A pillar down, and then to our head unit right over there. We're also going to be removing our left rear taillight so we can gain access to the wiring to the reverse light that are going to power up our backup camera. So I'll go ahead and be back once I have all this removed. So I got the rear hatch all disassembled. As you can see here, you have to remove the top trim piece first, and then once you have that removed, then you can take off the bigger one. The top trim piece is going to have a total of 9 clips, 2 on each side and then 5 on top. And then the bigger trim piece is going to have a variety of clips, and it's going to have 2 T30 Torx screws. So you want to remove those, and then once you remove those, that'll let you gain access to all of this. It definitely helps if you have a tool like this to pop all those clips off because they are very brittle. And once you have this piece removed, you'll gain access to the back side of this. There will be 4 10mm bolts all across here, so you want to remove those. Once you remove those, you can pop this out. It'll also have a clip on each side, and then just remove the wiring harness like I did here. Once you remove all that, you can remove this piece here, and this is that little square I was talking about where I'm going to be mounting my camera. And then I'm going to be running the wiring to the rear camera through this wire harness here, and I'm going to fish it through this little hole here. I also removed my rear taillight to gain access to the wiring here. This is the reverse light bulb. As you can see here, it has a green and a black wire. The green one is your positive. So when you put your car in reverse, this green wire here gets positive power, and it'll allow your camera to turn on. And when you take it out of reverse, it'll cut off the positive power, and it'll cut off your camera, making it easy, no switches. So we're going to mount our camera on here like this, and then we're going to run our wiring through here, through that little hole. We're going to fish it out through the back, and then we're just going to run our wiring all the way through here, get power from our reverse light bulb, and then we're going to run the wire all the way to the front. And here we have our rear camera mounted and secured. As you can see, I had to file away right at the edge, just so that when I go to mount it, my wire doesn't get pinched and it fits snug like that. And now we're going to splice into our rear reverse light bulb wire so we can start running our wiring. You can see here I tapped into the reverse light bulb wiring. I have the positive is the blue one, the black one is the ground. I got these pretty cool adapters from Harbor Freight. You can go ahead and check them out. The blue ones are for a little bit thicker wiring, and the red ones are for wiring like this. So I'm going to install my taillight back, and I'm going to fish the wiring through here and have it come out through here. And then here I'm going to make a little junction point where I connect the wiring that I ran from my reverse light bulb. And to remove this piece here, after you remove your taillight are just 2 Phillips screws. It'll have another 2 Phillips screws there and here. And as you can see, there's a little gap where we were able to fish our wiring through there, so it's not pinched or nothing. You can see here, it has plenty of room for wiggle. You can see what I did here. I mounted the backup camera in that little square we mentioned earlier. And if we take a look back here, take a look at how I ran the wiring. You can see the wire harness for the license plate lights and the little channel that I filed away earlier. I just zip tied it to the existing harness and ran it right next to the harness into that little plug You can see on the back side of the lift gate, we have the wire harness coming out through there for the rear view camera. And don't forget the 4 10mm bolts. One there, one behind the rear wiper motor, right there. And then another one there, and another one there. And now that we're here, I'm gonna start to zip tie our backup camera wires along with this harness here, all along here. I'm just gonna follow it all along this harness, and then we're gonna run it underneath the headliner all the way over there, up to our junction point that we're gonna create right here with the power supply that we've created from our rear reverse light bulb. Now these wires here, the power and the ground, I am gonna extend them. I'm gonna add an additional wire just so that I can reach all the way over there, because obviously will not be enough wire to get us over there where we need to get. You can see here I started zip tying my backup camera wires to this other harness here, and this is where I extended the red wire with the blue wire here. This is why now you'll see the blue wire here. And since both these wires require power from the rear reverse light bulb, I'm gonna join them together like this. Now I just need to extend this wire along with this one, so this will be the positive and this will be the ground, the negative. And I just need to extend both of those wires all along down there like we mentioned earlier, and they will end up right here where they will be connected to the power and ground here coming from our reverse light bulb. I got these cool wire connector barrels that I got from Amazon, and it makes wire connecting really easy. You just put the wire in there halfways, put the other wire halfways and pinch them, and just slide your heat shrink tube up. If you're interested in checking out the barrels, I will leave a link in the description below so you can go ahead and check them out. As you can see, they come assorted. I've used them a whole bunch, that's why a lot of them are missing. So I got the rest of the backup camera harness zip tied to the existing harness. Man, look at that. Super clean installation. Wires are not hanging out everywhere. Looks really good. And then right here, the RCA cable did not fit through here, so I did have to cut a little notch through here. And then over here I cut a little slot. And as you can see, I'm about to install this back. This just hooks a little lip, and it has 4 little tabs on each corner that you want to disengage before you remove this plastic piece. And I also wrap these wires here with electrical cloth tape for that factory finish. Not so factory, but it makes it look a whole lot better with this tape here that I got from Amazon. If you're interested in checking it out, I will leave a link in the description as well below, so go ahead and check it out. And I peeled off the weather stripping, as you can see right there. And then to remove the panel that holds the headliner up on this part right there, it has a variety of clips, as you can see there. And just remove that, and it gives you access to run your wiring above the headliner, which I now here have. And I will be connecting these wires here to the wires that we ran earlier from our rear reverse light bulb. Once we have this connected, we can go ahead and put all this back together, and then just start to run our single wire up all the way to the front towards our head unit. And then we're gonna run it up above the headliner as mentioned before, and I will show you once we get there. And you can see here I've connected the wires coming from my reverse light bulb going towards my backup camera up here. Right here there will be a cover. Remove that cover, and then behind that will be a 7mm bolt, so we can remove this and gain some access so we can run our wiring. And same thing for this panel too. There will be a cover here. Just pop it off with your pocket screwdriver, and once you pop it off, you can pry it away a little bit so we can gain a little bit more access, just so we can run our wiring towards the front. And basically same thing for this panel as well. There will be a cover here. Remove that cover, and behind that will be a 7mm bolt, and you'll be able to remove this. This is where we will be running our wiring down through here. And then same here, just remove your panel that sits here that covers this part. If your backup camera wire isn't long enough and it doesn't reach where you want to tuck it like I am, you are going to need an adapter like this one here. And all it is an adapter so you can extend your RCA cable like this. And then now you just have to extend this red wire here, and you can continue the job. I'll leave a link in the description below to this adapter here in case you're interested in picking one up. And to remove this bottom panel here, you'll have a Phillips screw there and another one over there. And behind this here, we'll have a 10mm bolt. You want to release that, and that'll give you access to remove this. Alright, so we removed our bottom panel. And as you can see, we gain access to this, and we already ran our wiring from up there all through there into the side and out over here. And I zip tied it along with the microphone wire. And we can pop our cover piece back into place. And you can see down here, this blue wire is an extended portion of the red wire that came with the backup wire harness next to the RCA cable. And we have our blue wire here and our camera RCA cable here. When you get your Fbinse head unit, it'll come with this additional harness. And this harness here is for the camera. And it connects directly behind the head unit into this last port on the far left. So you just want to go ahead and plug it in. And once you have that connected, you can go ahead and connect your RCA cable coming from the rear hatch all the way to this camera harness behind your Fbinse head unit. And now the blue wire that used to be a red wire before we extended it, it will be connected to this pink wire here that comes from your main power harness. And it'll say reversing camera power supply 12 volts. This is where you want to connect the wire that we extended previously. So we're going to go ahead and connect these two together. So it should look something like that. Nice clean connection. And while I have the Android Fbinse head unit out, I'm going to be installing this USB cable that we got in our package. And just like the backup camera, it gets connected behind the head unit. Just like that. Now I'm just going to run the wire through back there. And I'm going to find a place to mount it underneath down there. My truck's a little dirty right now, but as you can see, our installation looks really good. I'm really happy with it. We're going to go ahead and peel this off now. Just like that. We're gonna give this a go and see just how good our backup camera looks. Put it in reverse. Man, look at that. Finally have a backup camera in our 2007 GMC Yukon. Now we pretty much just have to reassemble everything that we took apart and we're ready to go. You can tilt your camera up and down depending what angle you want, and then just lock down your screws on the side. You can see our backup camera here in action. Hey, look at that. Works amazing. And just a little heads up, if you break these clips here, each one is about $9 or $10 at the dealership, which is pretty surprising because they're just plastic clips. And if you break about 10 of them, like I did, between the top panel, this panel, and this panel here, you're looking at about $100 just in plastic clips. So I cross-referenced the original part number to those clips so I could find some aftermarket ones. And for a fraction of a cost, I found these on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And they come in a blue color, but they work just as good. I'll show you guys here as a demonstration how good these clips fit. And you can see the little impression of the old one where it used to sit there. Go ahead and put a new one in. Man, look at that. Sturdy. These are sure to keep your panels from rattling and moving around. And with that being said, we're just about done here. I would reinstall my back panel back, but I'm going to diagnose my window actuator so I can see why it's not working and it doesn't pop my back glass out. Just like that. So I'm going to leave that off for now. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below and check out the links in my description below as well.